Oh, that's a good job to do.
Bintang Fridays, episode 4. We are getting better at this because, we had a countdown today. So I'm figuring out some of the technical issues. I really should anyway, with the business I'm in. I'm smiling now. I've got red wine on my teeth. I sort of feel bad because Bintang Fridays, I'm still not in Bali drinking Bintang. I'm in the central coast of Australia drinking wine. But cheers to everyone on a Friday night. Cheers to any of the groups out there. Look, we tonight are going to talk about what determines what pages show up in Google. So basically, when someone does a Google search, what does all the links that show up there, and basically how it works. But I hope everyone's had a good week. I have had a bit of a crazy week. We're jumping between. I'm in an Airbnb right now, which it's a really nice Airbnb. But obviously, when you're not at home, you're not in your place, it can be awkward to set up and everything else. Business has been good though. I've had a lot of good potential calls with clients this week with exciting projects. So thank you for anyone who's getting in contact at the moment. Thank you for the referrals as well that I've got from really good people. You know who you are. And it's simple what we do in a sense of like, if you've got a business selling something, we can, generally speaking, get you more business. That's my job. That's what we do. We set up beautiful landing pages, funnels, and we then also do Google ads and meta ads. But it's way too early on for a pitch. So, let's dive into it, what we're going to talk about today. So why do some pages show up on Google and why do some not? And look, we're going to talk about the paid ads, the organic results, the business listings. There's a whole system behind it, and we are going to understand how you can use that to get more visibility, basically. So I'm going to share my screen. And I've got a few tabs open here, but we'll probably go this one first of all. I always dive into like the trade niches. It's a lot of the client base at the moment. I already said, if you don't know already, I started doing service businesses because of my brother. He's a fencer and it worked really well for him. And then we took on a painter and then electricians and speaking to lots of different people at the moment. So that is why we do what we do. But when someone types in fencer near me, how do you know? And let me just check this. So I'm sharing my screen. I am awesome. How do you know whether you're going to show up in the sponsored links? How do you know if you're going to show up in, this is Google My Business, which a lot of people will know. Some of these can have sponsored links in Google My Business as well. People pay for those links. And then, of course, the organic listings here. How does it all work? So like all the episodes, I have a few notes here. So why does this all matter? So Google is the number one place people search for information. And if you can hear cooking in the background, my partner's cooking a really nice dinner. I thank her for that. Hopefully it's not distracting the live too much. But if you run a business or manage ads, knowing the ranking factors is a game changer. So knowing why you show up where, basically. So, if I'm a fencer today, I'm just starting my business and I don't have a website and I create a website. What makes me show up here? What makes me show up here? What makes me show up here? Do I have to wait 2 years to show up on any of these? That's what we're going to talk about today. So, first thing, which is at the top, paid search. I'm not going to read off this. This is like my specialty, so I should know this stuff. How do these guys get the paid ads? Basically, exactly how it sounds, you pay for them. If I click on here, or I click on here, or I click on here, or here, I cost that person money to go to their page. I actually, because I advertise, I'm always very cautious of clicking on these people because I know I'm costing $10 here, $10 here, $10 here. Now, high pages, a lot of traders will know that's where people can go to basically put out a job. And the problem with high pages is the leads go to multiple people at once. They're not exclusive leads. They don't go directly to you. So that's sort of the issue with high pages. But of course, they get great commissions, and that's why they are happy to advertise here. These rankings do change all the time as well. So if I've only got a budget of $50 a day, I can only show up for so many searches part of the day. If I've got a very large budget, I might show up all the time. But this is an auction. This is whoever pays the most goes up the top. If I click here, it's going to cost more than clicking here or clicking here. It is, an auction basically where Google looks at different factors about why you should rank higher. They're not just paid factors. They are also things about whether you've got a quality ad, whether what you're writing here is really good or writing in the description, whether people convert on the other side too. They click on here and convert. If you are someone who gets very high conversion out of your website, so that means people picking up the phone and making a call or putting in a form, that's going to be very good for your Google ads as well. Because at the end of the day, Google's plan is they want to provide a service to everyday people. They if someone searches for something, they want them to find that. That's in Google's interest, because then Google gets promoted as a good service. So that is the sponsored ads. So let me talk through the rest of it. We have, of course, they appear with a sponsored tag on it. That's how you know it's sponsored ads, sponsored, 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 sponsored. We also, it's an auction system, as I mentioned. I've talked about the quality score. High bids alone won't win. I did get ChatGPT, I'm not going to lie, to write a bit of this, but yeah, we covered it. All right, SEO, and we're going to jump over the Google My Business part when we look here, but we are going to dive down here. Anything without sponsored and anything that isn't Google My Business is related to SEO. Now, SEO is tough because you need to build up your reputation with Google. Now, if I click here, doesn't cost the business anything. If I click here, doesn't cost the business anything. And as you'll know, a lot of people will scroll past the sponsored links and go straight to here. So there is an amount of clicks that go here. There's an amount of clicks that go here, and some that go here as well. So that's why at the end of the day, the goal should be on all three. You can show up on all three. Now, SEO can be a multitude of things, and this is where I'm not an expert. Now, if you came to me and said, Kirk, I want to do SEO, I've got people to connect you with. I understand the basics of how it works. The problem with SEO is you're not going to get a lot of results for 2 to 3 months, more likely a year. And what I do gets results within the week. And why wouldn't people just come to me and work with me all the time and forget about SEO? It's because SEO is free eventually. Now, you probably, unless you're an expert, need to pay someone to do the work. But if you're ranking number one, like Local Search, Airtasker, Bark, now admittedly these are, well, Jim's Fencing's a better example, massive company, but if they're ranking high on this, it's because they've got basically the right code in their website, header 1, header 2. They've got keywords in these headers as well. And then also they get talked about a lot in the form of linking. Other pages link to that. Now, this is where it gets confusing, and this is where I'm not the best to explain it. And honestly, because I don't do a lot of SEO, I'm not going to dive into that. But what you do need to know is that if you are doing SEO, it might take 2, 3, 6 months, a year, depending on how competitive your industry is. Now, let's have a quick look. Three people on that platform, 2 here. Thank you, guys. This is awesome. Let's see if we've got any comments. Still figuring out the chat. All right. Let's continue. Can you check on Instagram? I think the countdown's still going.
No. Instagram's good.
Okay. Awesome. All right, let's keep going. Now, what did I go over? Organic results, unpaid. As I mentioned, the benefit of this is if you do get to the top, you're literally getting clicks for free. And well done, that's a dream. It just takes time to do that. If I start a business, well, the best thing to do is if you start a business today, or even if you've been running for 4 or 5 years and you don't rank up the top, you can rank up the top through sponsored ads today by paying for them, and you should do that. And then also work on your SEO, and eventually both of them go really well to the point where you might be able to turn off the paid ads and just run off SEO. Now, the truth is, if you're still making money off paid ads, you'll probably do both, but you can get the result you want from day one through paid ads, and SEO, you can sort of work on that over time. Now, Google ranks based on 200 factors. Look, honestly, it is 200 plus factors, but the main two factors are, seriously, I even know this with what do I do? It is linking, so other sites linking to you. And then it is also keywords in the website code. Key factors here, keyword backlinks, that's the two things I said about. Site speed shouldn't be as much of an issue anymore for people. Content quality, UX. SEO takes time, but compounds over time. All right, boom. I'm glad I'm talking about the right things. Google My Business. Now, funny thing is, when I ran e-commerce, this was not a thing because people aren't searching local businesses. I still have a heap of e-commerce clients. If you're an e-commerce client, come to me. I actually had a great chat with a potential client this week, which was a mix of product and service. They had a product that they sold, but they also were selling it wholesale, which sort of leaned into the service side. They wanted calls, they wanted forms. Very interesting to do both. It's that real mix. But anyway, let's dive back into here for Google My Business. Now, if you start a business today, you should have Google My Business. You should have your location, your operating hours, and this is a place to get testimonials. That's the main thing. Let's think about when we look for any service. You are looking in your local area. That's where it'll show up according to the address, and you're also looking at the testimonials. So here we go. Look, 50 testimonials, 4.6 rating. Awesome. 4.7 here. Now, the other thing, which we're not seeing here, but you know what? We'll do another few searches to see if we can get it. You can pay to be up the top, regardless of whether you've got the most ratings or not. So that's another thing that paid ads, Google ads, can do really well. But regardless, if you're starting a business, get Google My Business, and it normally shows up under these sponsored links. But let's try here. Let's see if anyone is paying to be at the top in my area. Sponsored. Ring That Guy is paying up the top. Well done. See, he's only got 3 reviews here, less than Case Plumbing, way less than Orion Plumbing, but he is up the top because he has paid for that, which obviously gives him advantage. Now, if I click here, it probably will cost him $10 or whatever it costs, but he is getting that person to the website and hopefully getting that phone call. So another way to hack the system. Now, Google My Business, it comes from the profile you set up. Like I said, proximity matters, relevance matters, reviews matter. And update your photos, reviews. I've got a lot of good clients that do really well here. I've got a lot of good clients who send, this sounds terrible, but they if they're kickstarting their business, they get a lot of people to give them reviews, whether they've done work or not. And that may be a way to start. It's funny, one thing in this industry, e-commerce and all, this is terrible to say, but you can't always trust the reviews, but they are a super important part of what we do as a business owner. So it's not the pretty truth, but it's the honest truth with that one. Now, the last bit, which isn't in the search here or anything on this page, but I wanted to briefly discuss. Look, there are other channels that are important, especially if you're running Google paid ads. It's display, YouTube, Gmail, discovery, and I don't just have my football site open here for no reason. If I open, well, actually, it's not there anymore, which is the classic. Oh, no, there it is. These are display ads. So when we advertise for our clients, we not only advertise on search here, we also do great ads, especially if someone's been to the site already, where they will see them when they're reading their football news in the morning, or whether they're on anywhere on the net, basically. That includes like any searches on YouTube. I was interested in this ad before because it's like it's for a grapple here. I just search construction in YouTube. These are the ads. If I click on any of these to see if there's a pre-roll ad, these are also some of the ads we can do for people's businesses. And probably shouldn't show my email, but Gmail even has sponsored ads in here up the top in the promotions tab. So there are lots of other things that Google does as well that works through, Google ad targeting, boring stuff, AI, audience signals, all this stuff. But big takeaway, Google isn't random. It follows a system. Now, honestly, I've been doing this for many years now, and it's confusing. I understand it, but even for me, sometimes putting all the pieces together, how it works, is annoying, and I don't expect most businesses to want to understand it. So if anyone needs help, obviously reach out. We are here to help. What we primarily help with, if you need a beautiful website, you need a beautiful landing page, you need Google ads or meta ads, that is exactly what we do. We do understand how it works on the different pages. And if you come to me and say, hey, I need SEO, I've got the perfect person for you too. And it works for people who need more work or want to grow their business aggressively. I work with a lot of young guys who are hungry to grow their business. They've got enough work. They're happy. Well, they're not happy. They've got enough work. They're paying their bills, but they want to grow to the next level. They want to take on more guys. They want to be competitive in their market. Yeah, we especially help those people as well. And let me check, I haven't missed anything, but I am going to wrap this up, check the questions. Let me check here, 1 second. I've got to figure out this question time thing. I don't know if the comments are coming through. But that's it for today. That is why when you search on Google, everything is ranked the way it is. If I do a quick summary, you've got the paid ads up the top. You've got Google My Business, which also shows there, which you can also boost your business through paid ads. And you've got organic search, all super valuable. A certain percentage of the population click on the paid ads, certain percentage use Google My Business, and a certain percentage use the organic SEO and hate all the stuff up the top. Eventually, you should do it all, but I would say don't confuse yourself with everything at once and choose one to focus on. Of course, if you need any help, just reach out, hit me, and I'm on multiple platforms right now, whether it's X, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. DM me or send it in Messenger or make a comment and we can chat. Thank you, everyone, for your time. Have a great Friday night. Call these Bintang Fridays. I just talk the whole time. I don't even have a drink, but I wish you a great weekend. Thank you.